Welcome to the Stock Market Daily News podcast for Wednesday, April 9th, 2026. I'm summarizing Tuesday's action, a day defined by a dramatic geopolitical shift and a powerful rally on Wall Street. Major indexes shot higher. The S&P 500 closed up over 2%, the Dow climbed about 1.6%, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq surged more than 3%. The headline? A surprise U.S. Iran ceasefire that sent shockwaves across global markets. Today, we'll unpack the biggest moves from oil's plunge to surging stocks and crypto to under-the-radar company news you won't want to miss. Let's dive in. First up, the ceasefire truce between the U.S. and Iran launched a global risk-on rally. Stocks surged as investors cheered the prospect of 2 weeks of calm in the Strait of Hormuz, critical for world energy flows. U.S. crude oil futures crashed almost 16% to $94 per barrel, the biggest single-day drop in years. Lower oil prices soothed inflation fears, while the S&P 500 jumped 2% and the dollar softened, signaling a clear shift out of defensive assets. For investors, this détente sparked renewed demand for stocks and set the tone for a record-breaking session. Switching to the digital asset world, Bitcoin broke above $72,000 before settling just below that level. This crypto comeback was fueled both by the ceasefire and anticipation around Morgan Stanley's landmark Bitcoin ETF launch. Notably, over $400 million in short positions were liquidated in 24 hours, one of the biggest squeezes since March. With volatility dropping and institutional money flowing in, crypto-linked stocks like Coinbase, Galaxy Digital, and MicroStrategy all posted solid pre-market gains. On Wall Street, tech and growth stocks had a field day. The Invesco QQQ ETF, tracking the Nasdaq 100, jumped 3.3%, while key software names and AI infrastructure firms like Cipher Digital and Iris Energy climbed between 7 and 9%. Bond yields retreated, with the 10-year Treasury yield falling to 4.2%, underscoring improved risk sentiment. Turning to individual companies, Rivian grabbed headlines with a hidden $20 billion opportunity in its software business. Beyond its electric vehicle launches, Rivian's proprietary vehicle software platform is now licensed to Volkswagen, set to power up to 30 million cars across VW, Audi, and Scout brands. Software and services have become almost one-third of Rivian's revenue, growing over 200% year-over-year and posting 37% profit margins. With the auto industry desperate for reliable software, investors are taking notice, even as the stock is still priced like a traditional car company. Finally, let's check in on a dividend favorite. Verizon shares have soared almost 20% this year, but DBS Bank just downgraded the stock to hold, citing limited upside from here and setting a target of $52. Still, Verizon's dividend yield sits above 5.7%, and wireless revenue keeps hitting new highs. Investors, especially income seekers, should monitor competitive threats from T-Mobile and the company's progress on debt reduction. A quick recap. The S&P 500 closed above 5,300, the Dow flirted with 39,000, and the Nasdaq powered ahead thanks to falling oil, improved risk sentiment, and strong tech performance. The theme? Markets swung from fear to optimism in just one session on the back of geopolitical news, surging liquidity, and a drop in volatility. Looking ahead, keep your eye on inflation data, earnings from big banks, and the Federal Reserve's next signals. Don't forget to subscribe for your daily dose of market insights and visit our website for more updates. See you tomorrow.